Hi everyone, this is Killshot99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 10 debate. Tonight we're going to talk about Silencing the Whispers, a brand new promo out there. We're going to get into that. We got a lot of cool stuff going on before we get too far into it. Well, let me start out with the Patreons because you guys can see them up there. Patreons, absolutely phenomenal. It's a huge list of people that support this channel, make a lot of what we do possible, especially the PDL that we're doing tomorrow. I am beyond excited about that. We are going to touch on that a little bit tonight, so you'll know exactly. Well, you won't know exactly what's going to happen, but you're going to have some hints and some clues. But let me get this thing going first and foremost because today was a birthday, and I don't know if I saw the name pop in yet, but if not, she'll be here. She'll watch the playback. Let's give a happy birthday shout out to Julie McGuire. You guys know Julie's been here for a long time. Great supporter of his channel, very involved in all the streams. So just want to say happy birthday to you, Julie, and hopefully you had a wonderful day and got all the shout outs. We did some song posts, a little bit of everything. She's a Hysteria fan, so we did a little Pour Some Sugar on Me. You know, I mean, just all kind of stuff. So, Julie, thank you so much, and hopefully you had a great birthday. So, we got some good stuff to talk about. I did kind of... I'm excited about PDL tomorrow. If you guys don't know what PDL is, it is our Play Dead live game. We are going to be doing this Friday night. This is going to be our third module that we're doing. It's going to be about 20, 25 minutes of our Freestyle Friday. We add a little bit more to it each time. The first one we did, we did a test run, but then we did an official one called Beyond Four Walls. Last week we had how many people were here last week and just had a great time with Mud to Mayhem? Mud to Mayhem had some of our best pictures yet, some of our best involvement yet. And if you thought Mud to Mayhem was good, first of all, give this video a thumbs up. But if you thought that was good, tomorrow, the pictures, the interaction, some of the stuff I've gotten, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the name. It's called A C to C. That is our third module. Once again, these are kind of bits and pieces, but you'll know exactly what that entails tomorrow. There are some really cool twists that I'm looking forward to. Written, once again, by yours truly. I will be incorporating some of some other people's works in there very soon, but the first three I just kind of wanted to do on my own. So, you guys, let's get into tonight's stream. So we're going to talk a little bit about The Walking Dead Season 10. We will add a little bit of fear. I know some of you guys are like, Kills Thursday night, we got to do our bold predictions. We can do bold predictions. We can do whatever we want. It's our stream, right? I mean, we'll talk. It's not Freestyle Friday, but it is the Walking Dead universe. But before we got into bold predictions, though, I got to talk about this new promo clip. This teaser is really good. But let me say first and foremost, it's a promo clip, so it's not actual footage. It's to hype it up a little bit. However, there are some things in this promo clip that I think need to be talked about. First of all, I think we need to talk about the people that are in the promo clip and the people who are not in it. And the next thing, did you guys see Rosita in the promo? Let me know. Oh, Wilson, you're reading my mind, man. Wilson is like, what about that Rosita? I don't know what kind of weapon it is. If anybody knows the official name, it looks like the handle of a sword, like a big long paddle, and it has teeth all the way around it. It is crazy. It is a crazy weapon. And you just don't put a weapon like that in a promo without the backstory is going to be there. So once we get to season 10, she's not just going to show up with that weapon. It's going to be, I don't know. It might be some shark's teeth or something. It's an Aztec weapon. It is vicious looking. So what surprised me about the promo, and this is where we're going to have to funnel it down a little bit, is the people that are here. Now, I didn't expect Rosita to walk out there with Coco. I mean, she got her weapon. But I'm almost wanting to speculate a little bit, like what happened, what has drawn them to this. Is this, even though they have to silence the whispers, will there be this battle, this big battle of all the people in this? Or did they put Michonne in there, and then this is, you're going to see Michonne for 5 or 6 episodes. Will Michonne really get that ultimate standoff with the Whispers? Because we don't know that. Or is this part of that standoff, and we're going to have some loss during this interaction? For example, it was a little surprising to me to see Jerry, Ezekiel, Alden, Lydia, everybody's here. So if everybody's here, I think there's going to be multiple standoffs with the Whispers. Because remember from the Comic-Con trailer, we saw Alpha she was in a full stride. She was hunting some people down. Right, RJ? RJ says kills. That's a Pacific Islanders' choice of weapon. Shark's teeth. Hey, it's not something I would want to run into. But we do see the different groups. So everybody kind of has their own team. We see Magna, Yumi, Connie together. We see Sadiq, Rosita, and Father G. And this group was a little surprising to me. Did you guys find it a little odd that we had Aaron, Lydia, and Alden all in a group of 3? Alden didn't seem extremely happy with Lydia. So it does look as if the next enemy, what did they say? It's keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. I wouldn't go as far as to say that they're enemies, but there's an element of dislike between and regret. But time heals some things, and maybe Alden just figures, you know what? Lydia's been through enough. So when I see the two of them beside Aaron, I get the feeling time might have helped a little bit, but I think someone just had to kind of lay down the facts. Maybe Aaron, look, this nonsense has to stop. If we're going to win this battle, we're going to need everybody. How about Negan in the promo putting his, going, shh, silencing the whispers? Surprise, Negan's in the promo with no mask. He does seem as if he's part of the group. And I know we think that he might, try to infiltrate the group a little bit. So everything about this promo to me seemed to say that they're building what's a word I'm looking for? Like a resistance. They want the audience to know from this that our group is not taking it anymore. Because we saw the Silence the Whispers, and somebody has to kind of hype that up. Now, I'm gonna ask a couple of people who are comic book fans. The Silence the Whispers was in the comic. Am I correct by stating that? So, if that is correct, was it ever revealed who wrote that? That's my follow-up question. So, in the comic at that point, what I haven't gotten that far either, Natalie, which is why I'm kind of deferring. So do we know who really instigated that? So we're getting some mixed answers. I mean, we could probably research it a little bit, but and I don't expect it to play out. All right, so we don't know. I don't know, and I don't know how it's going to play out. But I'm just kind of curious. So, Nerd says a bunch of the Pike victims' family and friends. So, is it possible? Let's speculate. I don't know why I feel like it's going to be Lydia. I don't know. Just something kind of struck me that Lydia was going to kill herself. And she feels like she's responsible for everything that happened to the group. Carol saw it. So I feel like Lydia has gotten like a second life. And her second life isn't really just to blend in Alexandria. I feel like Lydia is going to be one of the real sparks that is going to want to go after and end the Whisperers. What do you guys think? You guys think that everybody could just kind of be going about their life and kind of afraid, and Lydia's probably like, you know what? Enough of this. That she's going to want some revenge. The way she was treated by her mom, the way and right, Ocean Man, she knows them. So here's the advantages that I think Lydia has. Her whole life, she didn't have a life. She was basically taught that this is normal. She's raised into this, and you have to be a certain way. You might be the next alpha. And so her whole childhood was taken away from her. Got slapped in front of the whole group. And then Alpha took the only thing that was important to her away. So I certainly think that Carol is upset about Henry. I think others are upset. But I just feel like Lydia has a little bit extra. Like the one person that believed in her, the one person that gave her a chance, was taken away from her. And it's interesting in the Comic-Con trailer because Negan says to Lydia, "Watch your back, kid." Now, that wasn't a knock like, "Hey, watch your back or I'm going to get you." Negan sees the whole picture. And Lydia still she doesn't have people skills. So I'm almost wondering if maybe the Whisperers would come after Lydia. You know, there's all this paranoia to finish the job. Alpha wants to prove to everybody. So is it possible maybe Negan gets in more good graces of the rest of us by saving Lydia? How's that as a possibility? It would make sense, right? I mean, Negan's telling Lydia, watch your back. That's kind of foreshadowing something. And it would also push Lydia to the point of, hey, let's get everybody riled up. We got to get everybody's will to fight again. So, notable names from the promo. And, like I said before, it is just a new promo. And Beta and Alpha look pretty vicious. But if these characters are going to have substantial parts and they're just not going to be Pike victim times 2, we got Jerry and Ezekiel, Carol, Michonne, Judith, Rosita, Eugene, Daryl, Negan, Magna, Yumi, Connie, Lydia, Aaron, Alden, Sadiq, Rosita, Father G. I mean, that's a full slate. Julie's like, who's not there? Everyone I didn't mention is not there. I mean, there's still... these are your main core characters. Sadiq was there. Sadiq was there with Rosita and Father G. But once again, it's not actual footage. And we didn't see some of these people in the, where they were face to face. We have only one rule. We're always watching. That one. You better run. So, it looks good. It builds up the hype. But I would say, no, Eugene was there. Eugene was there. I would say there's only 2 legitimate things that we can take away from the promo. And sadly, I don't think you're going to like what I have to say. So the 2 only concrete things that I can come up with, Rosita's weapon is awesome. That's going to be a real thing that is used. You can see who's using knives, who's using swords, and who has a new weapon. So I think Rosita's weapon is a point of emphasis. And secondly, the only thing I think that you can garner from this is the fact that the writers want us to think that the group is not going to be a bunch of pushovers. Other than that, the fact that Magna, Connie, and Yumiko are together, I don't think that means anything. I think we expect them to be together, and they just want to show everybody posing and fighting. They're doing the same thing they did for Fear the Walking Dead at the beginning when they had all of them, and they all had their weapon, and were like, yes, Fear, they're going to fight back. And then they really didn't fight back a whole lot. But I have faith in The Walking Dead. We see Jerry and Ezekiel side by side. But I would be willing to bet the big battle between our group and the Whispers, all of these people are not going to be in the final battle. Just because they're in this promo, I don't think that they're going to be in the final standoff. I don't think Michonne is going to be in the final battle. I think Michonne is going to have some interaction with the Whispers. I certainly think Michonne and Judy, because we saw them, they're burning stuff down. But I do still feel like Michonne is going to hit the road before the final battle. I think she's going to be forced to. Look, Michonne and Judith are going to fight side by side. I don't think Michonne will die. I do think Michonne is leaving with Virgil on a boat. And I do think that Ezekiel gave her a goodbye kiss, and that's not a long-term relationship. I mean, those to me are all the things that make sense. Now, we could certainly say the opposite of that may come true. Like, no, Kills, you're wrong. Ezekiel and Michonne, they're going to hit it off. That just doesn't feel right to me. Or, no, Michonne is going to die. That doesn't feel right to me either. When you got a boat, you got a new guy, Virgil, you got a kiss between the two of them, you know what? It might have looked like maybe it was a little bit more than that. But I don't think it was. To me, what that kiss seemed like was a goodbye, I'll probably never see you again kiss. That's what it looked like to me. Was there some little extra to it? Yeah. But a little extra. But it wasn't like extra. Well, I mean, Julia, we're talking about people that have seen people die. And I don't think we're in an age of, I mean, what would you have rather seen? Ezekiel giving her a fist bump saying, hey, go after it. You got this. No. First of all, he ain't going to say you got this, and there ain't going to be no fist bump there. It's been 7 years. 7 years, he can give her the kiss. I'm okay with it. And think about honestly what the kiss did. We're still talking about it. So it accomplished what they want to accomplish. Sheila, I agree with that. She can't mourn Rick forever. And maybe it is romantic. Maybe. But I'm just going to say maybe. Because what some of you see as romance, I saw as it could be an emotional goodbye kiss. We don't know what happened leading up to that point. Exactly. 7 years is a long time. But to speculate something from the promo, I think it's just going to be impossible. All right. We're going to spend probably another 10, 15 minutes in tonight's stream because I do want to get into a little bit of fear this week. This is going to be kind of like a 2-for-1 special. And then tomorrow night, we're going to go full steam ahead. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about tomorrow with Freestyle Friday. And I'll wrap up tonight's stream talking a little bit about Freestyle Friday. So this week's fear. I've heard some people say that this could be the Father G story told again because we do have, we got Charlie, we got a rabbi. It looks like there's some people locked up. So the rabbi's living alone. So we are going to have some religious references. We got Dwight and Sarah having a brew together. And we have a comment made by Logan, which seems pretty interesting to me. So I know some people will watch Fear as early as tomorrow night. But I have to say, my bar for tomorrow and this week's Fear is a little low. I saw the preview and it didn't look strong. I know it's early. I know it's episode 12. I hope I'm pleasantly surprised. Because last week looked pretty good, and I thought last week was really good. This week looks, And we're getting to Charlie, but we got 5 episodes left, and we're introducing a brand new story. Well, it's not all Charlie, but Chris, a good version, a lot of it is. I am certainly setting the bar low, Jim. I'm going to set it. I'm going to set it at a 6. It looks like another transitional episode, and that they're saving the big stuff for the last couple episodes, 15 and 16. So, of the promo, this week's teaser, Logan said, "This could be our ticket to the promised land." Now, I found that interesting that many of you, myself included, have said that we feel like Logan is a pawn trying to get the fuel for CRM. And then he says, this could be our ticket to the promised land. So I think they're making him work to get in. But there's only one flaw with that. It's a very obvious flaw. And I'm going to give a kills coin to the first person that can read my mind and tell me what that flaw is. Not that Logan... Exactly. Thank you. Wilson. Let's give Wilson the kills coin. Why can't CRM just do it themselves? That's the biggest flaw. If Logan is doing this work and he seems clumsy and he can't get the job done and he's tripping over his own feet and he can't... Why? If it's CRM related... They have helicopters. They got people. Why can't they just, you know what? You guys give us what we want or else. They don't need Logan. And they do appear to be very powerful. So I'm not saying that Fear the Walking Dead won't go down that avenue. They might. But I'm confused over Logan. And now we have a rabbi. Nothing wrong with a new story, but a new story on episode 12 when I'm going to leave it at that because I might be totally wrong. I just feel like this Charlie story should have probably been told earlier, maybe earlier. Last week we got Wes. And no offense, if you're a rabbi, I love you. But my question is, I'm going to ask the audience, if you had a choice between introducing a new rabbi and getting a little bit more Wes, what are you going to pick, audience? Can I get my hashtag Wes? I think overwhelmingly we'd rather see, and it's simple. All the writers have to do is just write the next chapter of Wes's story. We don't need a brand new story. We got enough characters right now. Let's kill some of the ones we already have, like June. Sorry, June. If they don't kill June off soon, she's going to cost me a plane ticket and a beer. So I need June to go. Right, Will? What the what? Yeah, I agree, Chris. So Chris Rainey said that rabbi looks like he can handle himself according to previews. Exactly. Why does he need Charlie? So Jack said, I predicted June wouldn't make it midseason. So, Jack, here's the thing. I do know that June makes it to the season finale. June does make it to episode 16. That's all I can promise you. Well, see, Wilson, John makes it to episode 16 as well. June and John both make it to the season finale. But we don't know much longer than that. So Wilson brought up another good point. Wilson's on fire tonight. Is Grace dying this week? Nope. Doesn't look like it. So I'm going to try to say this the right way. I don't know if I can. I mean, it seems like it's pretty straightforward, right? Nur Tamid. Or Nur Tamid. If you're Jewish, maybe you can help me out with that. But it appears that is a light in the doorway, from what I read. A light in the doorway of a synagogue. So we're going to get the backstory. We're going to know. So it's a lamp that burns perpetually in Jewish synagogues before or near the ark. Okay. So my research was good. 2 hands and a radio. So to name the show Ner Tamid means there's going to be some central focus on the light and what it means. Like a beacon. I mean, they could go a lot of different directions with it. We don't if the rabbi is like Father G, if he did something wrong, or if maybe he's helping people. I mean, we don't know. We don't know his backstory. So, I mean, I think there'll be some interest there. But we still need to know what happens to Grace. We got a Grace story to tell. It seems like we're a long way with Logan. And I don't feel like anybody's going to die this week. What do you guys think? Let's do a quick death prediction, because we've been predicting that Grace is going to die for like 3 weeks now. So, episode 12, Fear the Walking Dead. We going to lose anybody this week? Oh, Ron's going out on a limb. He says one person. Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel like it either. I don't feel like anybody's going to die. And at this point, I don't even know. I mean, look, Logan doesn't shoot anybody. They don't kill. They're looking for something. I mean, at this point, how would somebody die? The only way that somebody could die is from radiation, and that would be Grace or Alicia. It doesn't look like they're part of the story this week. There's no villains running around, and we're on episode 12, so I just don't see it. Trip and fall. At this point, happy birthday, Julie. And you're right, though. At this point, maybe somebody could just fall down a hill. Logan is a coward. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys right now, give me one bold prediction for Fear the Walking Dead, and I'm going to give you my bold prediction that's going to surprise you for this week. Joey says John will get hurt. Stephanella says Wes and Alicia will become a couple. I don't think we're going to see Wes this week. Lynn says the rabbi is not a rabbi. Just like the father's not a father. Sheila says Dwight gets hurt. A spark between Dwight and Sarah. They are having a brew. Wes will show up to save the day in a later episode. Charlie is a mole. All right, so here's my bold prediction, and then we're going to wind this down and let everybody get a lot of rest tonight because you're going to need it tomorrow with Play Dead Live. So my bold prediction for Fear the Walking Dead is I know there's some frustration with plot development, and I know there's additional stories. So I think the writers know that. And in addition to introducing the rabbi, I think we're finally going to get word of who Logan reports to and or see the first credible villain that is going to start to shape the story for the last few episodes. Because once we get to 14, 15, and 16, there's going to be some heated interaction. So I think in episode 12, we're finally going to see that there is the bigger picture and it's going to start to be laid out. That this is going to be the last story that they start to tell with the rabbi. Little bit of filler, but more storyline than you realize. That's my bold prediction, so sure you guys will find out tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, we are doing Freestyle Friday. If you guys don't know Freestyle Friday is, we start with the Walking Dead topic. We've given Kills coins away all week long. Kel, we give a lot away with random things, but show up for all our streams during the week. You'll get a chance to win some. You can use those for super chats. You can use them to get involved in Play Dead Live. You can use them to change the scenario. With Mud to Mayhem last week, we had a couple characters that we had that died, and they used some of their Kills coins and super chats to make it tougher on the people that were still living. So it was absolutely fun. It was hilarious. But it does change the dynamic a little bit. Grimes on the radio says, just saying hi. Wanted to make sure you can see me. I can absolutely see you, Grimes, on the radio. You are here and in full effect. In addition to Freestyle Friday, we will take that segment, as I said, which will be 25, maybe 30 minutes, and we're going to put you in the action. We're going to have pictures up on the screen. You'll be able to visualize it. You'll be able to play it. We're going to create some real-time memories. I will tell you that tomorrow I had more fun writing this scenario than any of the other scenarios. So if that's not hyping it up, it's not filler. This is real stuff. I'm going to give you a real story. And unlike Fear the Walking Dead, it is likely on Play Dead Live Someone will die. How many people have died in our Play Dead Live scenario so far? More people have died in our Friday night scenarios than have died on Fear the Walking Dead in the last 3 seasons. So you're going to get some action. You're going to get some adventure. Someone will, right? All right. Hey, thanks, everybody. Appreciate everybody being here. Ocean Man, super chat and says 999. Welcome back. Amy, Will, Mitch, and June. So shout out to our crew. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. You guys, big part of this army, and certainly appreciate each and every person for being here, your interaction, your involvement, and look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow night at 8 o'clock sharp. Once again, thanks for all the pictures. Thanks for everything that you guys are sending me. We're going to incorporate a lot of the stuff into the story, but this story is one of the coolest ones that we've done so far. So before we get out of here, I want to give one big special shout out. You guys can see the Patreon Army up in the top left-hand corner. The Patreon Army support this channel through a third-party website. It's in the link down below. They help with advertising the channel. They help with charitable contributions, and now they're going to be a part of helping fund our Play Dead Live endeavors. And no matter what it is, whether we're printing modules, whether we're doing real-world scenarios, you'll see more and more with this Play Dead Live develop. So our patrons, proud sponsors, they do a great job. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. The green team, you guys can see the green team. By the way, we only have a couple more days left in the month of August, so I do want the green team. Do me a big favor. Our 2 super fans, we got Wilson and we got Hippo in the house, just a couple more months. So can the green team show our super fans, and we'll be switching it up. So we got brand new super fans coming at you starting next week. Green team, you can see the 6-month channel members, and we got a lot more that are getting ready to hit the 6-month period. Also, the moderators, Emmy, Steph, Tommy, Kells, the super chatters. You saw a few people super chat tonight. Thank you guys. And each and every one of you, this group, certainly make this a pleasure to get together and talk about The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. And we are so close to October. I mean, October is right around the corner, and we're going to be doing nightly streams. Sometimes we're going to be doing 2-a-days. Real quick, last question. How many people have been here since last October? And everybody in the stream, hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. We're doing this. This is a group effort. So get this thing up over 100 likes. So all of you that were here since last October, you guys know what October's like. October sometimes are 7 o'clock streams, 10 o'clock streams, new news comes out, new predictions, new theories. We were doing double shot of kills for like a whole month, where stream after stream after stream, and we're going to get back into that all over again. So just put on your seatbelt, enjoy the last little bit of summer, because we're going to go full steam ahead. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate everything that you guys do, and I will see everybody here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Have a good night. Peace.